everyone, and welcome back to Tokyo Tuesdays, the segment in which I head to the Tokyo Disney theme parks to sample and review every last eatery. For our 24th episode, we're trying something a bit different. We're not headed to Tokyo Disneyland. We're not headed to Tokyo Disney Sea. Instead, we're headed to Tokyo Disneyland's Ambassador Hotel's Tock Diner. To find the Tock Diner, start at Maihama Station. Maihama is the station most people use to attend the park or to get to the Tokyo Disney Resort hotels. When you exit Maihama, turn left and head towards Tokyo Disney Resort's version of Downtown Disney, Ikspiari. Side note, I have no proof of this, but I feel like Ikspiari is a Japanese takeoff of the supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Anyways, veer right and head inside into Ikspiari Shopping Center. Walk straight through, following along where the path angles to the right. Celebration Plaza will open up in front of you. Walk around the stage area and head back inside using the doors under the Cinema Ikspiari sign. Feel free to enjoy the trompe l'oeil sky as you continue following the hallway down. Pass by the Cinema Ikspiari on your left and the Rainforest Cafe on your right, and you'll quickly see a curved staircase heading down. Go ahead and take that staircase. You are now in a section of Ikspiari known as the Garden Site. Head straight down this hallway until you cannot continue straight anymore. At this point, turn right. Continue straight and exit into the Ambassador Hotel's courtyard. Immediately turn left and head for the doors to enter the Ambassador Hotel itself. You may notice a number of doors are locked, with arrows directly on the glass. Just follow the arrows until you reach the doors that are open, or head for the automatic doors in the center, like I do. Once inside, turn to your left, and there, on your immediate right, you'll find the Tock Diner. The Tock Diner is a 1950s-style deli/cafe. You can find fresh-baked breads and pastries there, in addition to a variety of sandwiches. The back of the cafe is made up entirely by a giant clock, and one of the entire walls is taken up by mirrors, making the little cafe feel that much bigger. Seating is limited, but they do offer to prepare any of their food for to-go, though it's not generally terribly crowded at this location, given its distance from the park.
Alright, so today I'm trying something a little bit different. I am at a official Tokyo Disneyland Resort restaurant, but I'm not actually in either of the parks officially. I am just at the resort. I am at the Ambassador Hotel's Tock Cafe. And so I have gotten the grilled chicken sandwich with pickle relish. I have, as per usual, my melon soda. And I got one of the special desserts for the day, which is a berry cake. Very nice. So I'm very hungry. I have not eaten yet today. Let's try this. Sandwich is very full. You can kind of see that it is Mickey shaped, and so is the plate. The plate is also Mickey shaped, which is great. So let's try. Quite tasty. You can see this one has the branding for the Disneyland Hotel on it. So as you can see, I started with the ear, as I am very wont to do. I'm curious, do other people always start with the Mickey ears when they're eating something Mickey shaped? They're just really easy to start with, and it would surprise me if other people don't. There's a bunch of different elements in this sandwich, and they're not very evenly distributed, which is always a little bit tricky to eat. However, they all are delicious ingredients. I just wish that they were more evenly distributed and that they were perhaps a little easier to eat. They're all sort of falling out the back of the sandwich. The melon soda here must be a different brand because it's got a little bit of a kick to it. Not bad at all. Just interesting. It's one of those things that you sort of expect to be standard across the board, and it's always surprising when it's not. So we're moving on to the cake now, which I have every expectation of being really super good. Yeah. All right, let's try the bow first. I'm assuming white chocolate as per usual. white chocolate with a little bit of a berry flavoring to it. And then I automatically make a huge mess of everything. And that is a vibrantly pink cake. Check that out. Cross section. So yeah, cake full of mousse, berries and whipped cream on top. So far, very good. What kind of Russian nesting doll cake is this? Check it out, there's another layer in there. So you have the cake, and then the mousse, and then another separate mousse layer all the way on the inside. It just keeps going. I'm actually thinking that I'm gonna go back and get another round of food because this place is actually a bakery. They have bread and rolls and cookies that are in a separate part of the counter service that I didn't see when I initially went through, so I'm thinking I might go back and get some more. All right, like I said, I'm back. This time I am trying stuff from their bakery side of things. I got a garlic butter roll of some sort, and this was advertised as being a melon bread. So we're gonna start with the garlic butter roll because it's falling apart. And again, we're starting with the ears. So far, it mostly just tastes like bread. It is a hard, crunchy bread on the outside, very soft and nice on the inside. Slight nautical taste to it. So some of this red topping fell off. I'm gonna try that, see what it tastes like. Spicy. Sweet. Again, it's a flavor that I associate with seafood, although beyond spicy, I'm a little hard to place it. There's something on the inside. Is this fish of some sort? I'm gonna look at my receipt and see if this is what I thought it was. Mentaiko. All right, so I looked at my receipt to figure out what this is exactly because I thought it was supposed to be a garlic and butter bread, but as it turns out, it is garlic and mentaiko bread. And mentaiko is fish eggs, basically. So I wasn't entirely off on that one. I might not finish it because I'm not a big fan of fish eggs. Little disappointed, but at least I know. If you like that sort of thing, I'm sure that this is delicious. But yeah, mentaiko is salty, spicy, especially spicy fish eggs. Tuna, I think? No, salmon. Regardless, this is garlic and fish egg bread. I love it. Bread number 2 is the melon bread. So let's try that, shall we? It's hollow. Melon bread is good. Let me take a drink of my melon soda. So the melon bread is obviously mostly just a sweet bread. Not sweet bread like meat sweet bread, but actually literally a sweet bread. It's not very overwhelmingly melon flavored. Mostly the flavor that you sense from it mostly is just sweet. It's almost berry flavored, but not quite. If you like strawberry flavored things, this will probably do you well.
just now noticing the humor in going back for seconds at a time-themed cafe. Speaking of which, time to review. Service. Service is a 3 out of 5. The woman who took my order was very friendly and full of smiles. She didn't speak any English, but she seemed more than willing to work through my order with me. They were actually out of the cake that I had originally planned on ordering, at which point she brought out a picture menu. So even if I didn't speak any Japanese at all, I could have just pointed to the pictures. I didn't speak to the woman who made my sandwich, but she also seemed friendly enough from what I could gather. 3 out of 5. Atmosphere. I'm a bit torn on whether to give them a 3 or a 4 for their atmosphere. Now, they've really hit their theme hard as far as Art Deco goes, but as far as the time theme goes, hardly at all. They have the back wall, which is entirely taken up by a clock, which is amazing, and one of their front windows is also decorated with clocks, but other than that, you're hard-pressed to find anything related to time or clocks at all. Still, the Art Deco theme was done very well. Every surface is practically polished and gleaming, which really makes the experience that much better. I think I'm gonna give them a 4 out of 5, just for hitting that Art Deco decor so hard. I do wish that they would push the time theme a little bit more, but it's still far from your standard diner. 4 out of 5. Price points. Prices are a 2 out of 5. Now, this is entirely dependent on what you order. If you stick to the bakery side, you can actually get a pretty good deal here. My Mentaiko garlic bread and strawberry melon bread together only cost me $7.10, which is hardly bad at all. However, I'm rating them more based on their sandwiches because they advertise themselves as a diner. And their sandwiches can be a little bit overpriced. So, give them a look, check them out, but do be sure to double check your prices. The food itself. This is another tricky one for me, but I'm gonna have to give them a 2 out of 5. Their breads and their cakes are really good. While I don't personally enjoy mentaiko, I'm not marking them down for my personal tastes. The quality of the food is still really good, if you're in the bakery side. However, with the sandwiches, well, to break it down, my chicken was pink. Now, the standards of food quality and food preparation in Japan are much higher than they are in the United States, at least. I've eaten food raw in Japan that I would never dream of eating raw in the United States. So I wasn't really worried that there was going to be something wrong with the chicken. And indeed, I ended up eating most of it and I was fine. However, they did advertise it as a grilled chicken sandwich. So I was kind of expecting my chicken to be, grilled. In addition to that, the sandwich was not very cohesive. You would get a bite of nothing but lettuce, and then a bite of nothing but dressing, and then a bite of nothing but chicken. It was very separated out. And while, yes, I do tend to separate my foods out when I eat them personally, when I'm eating a sandwich, I sort of expect them to be, all together. Additionally, and this is nitpicky and could happen anywhere, I know, most of my sandwich fell out the back of my sandwich, so I ended up with a paper pouch of sandwich ingredients rather than an actual sandwich. And at that point, what's the point, honestly? So, yeah, 2 out of 5. Go enjoy their bakery side, but I don't really recommend the sandwiches. Overall rating. Overall, this gives the TikTok Diner an average rating of 2.75, which I will leave there. Seems fine. The lineup. With a 2.75 out of 5, this ties the TikTok Diner with, no surprises if you were here last week, the Light Bite Satellite, Mysterious Island Ice Cream, Gondolier Snacks, and Plasma Ray Diners. I'm going to slide it in just underneath the Light Bite Satellite, but above Mysterious Island Ice Cream, earning it 17th place on the master list. Meanwhile, over on the counter service lineup, it's facing a similar series of ties, this time earning 13th place. So that's it for this week. Come back next week if you want to find out where I'll be then. If you have any suggestions or comments, feel free to leave those down below. We'd love to hear from you. Give this video a big ol' thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you like what we do. We'd surely appreciate it. If social media is more your flavor, you can find links to that in the description box below. And I will see you next week for another Tokyo Tuesday.